Hey everybody, thank y'all so much for tuning in. We are on day 16 of our 66-day challenge. I want to just thank everybody for staying strong. We are over 2 weeks in, and we have a couple of weeks to go, but I'm super excited. We are getting closer and closer to the end of Acts, and today we are on Acts chapter 16. Now, I say this all the time, Acts 16 really is my favorite chapter in Acts. So much so that I wrote a book called Midnight Worship on this chapter. So I'm not going to rehash about everything that I've talked about in that book. I don't want to bore you and all those who already read it. I don't want to just say the same thing over. Let me just share with you a story that I think encompasses the meta-narrative in Acts chapter 16. There was this young man who moved to Dallas, Texas, and he moved to Dallas, Texas. He met his wife there, and as they lived in Dallas, Texas, they started a college ministry. For 10 years, they grew the college ministry from almost nothing to over thousands of students, to where he would go many weekends through the year and speak at different churches and different college ministries. I guess I just say that to say he was successful in the ministry that he was doing, and God was blessing it. But all the while he was there, his dad was battling brain tumors and cancer, even with strokes at home, had terrible health issues. He was kind of on the verge of not making it through it when finally the young man who was in Dallas with his wife, he said, "God, will you please release me from this ministry to go and be at home with my dad?" And he felt like he got an okay from the Holy Spirit, and so he quit his ministry or stepped away from it, flew all the way to his home in Atlanta, and began to take care of his dad and help his mom be the primary caregivers of his father, who was battling a huge disease. The only problem is that when he got there, his dad had a massive stroke. Literally 2 days after he got there, and he would never be the same. His dad would be. And one night, his dad was sitting on a bag of ice and burning up fever, and with pins, as he tells the story in his book, pins stuck in his toes, laying right there. He prayed this prayer. He says, "God," just think of the frustration behind this prayer, by the way. You leave a thriving ministry, you leave your life, you leave your house, you feel like God is leading you away, and you move all the way across the country to help your dad, and as soon as you get there, your dad is now on his deathbed in a hospital laying there. Why not come sooner, or not quit the job and just come home? And he was so confused and he was so angry. But here's the prayer that he prayed, sitting on his bed. He said, "God, I don't know the reason. I don't know why. But God, if this is going on the record books of heaven, if this is going to be recorded in heaven, let it be known that in my confusion, in my not knowing, in my frustration, in my fear, and in my sorrow, I will praise you. I will praise you right here, sitting at the end of my hospital bed, staring at my father who was dying." So he did, and begins to play some praise songs at the end of the bed for his father. And his father didn't make it much longer. He eventually passed away. But he would go on to pen the song, "Holy Are You, Lord." And he would also go on to pen the song, "How Great Is Our God." And I just want to kind of read a couple of lyrics of the song. I don't have it on me, but I think I can remember them. It goes like this. How great is our God. Everyone sing with me. How great is our God. Splendors of the King, clothed in majesty. Lion and the Lamb, Lion and the Lamb, you are worthy of all praise. Forever my heart will sing, how great and how great are you, God. And the point of Acts 16 is that we go through some incredibly difficult times in our lives, and we may not know the reason that we're going through all these difficult times, but we may not know why. We surely know how to get through them, and that how is through worshiping God. So I would encourage you. You may be going through a midnight right now, but remember the faithfulness of God, and may your heart be able to sing, how great is our God. Thank y'all for tuning in, and until next time, peace.